Gamers, good morrow. How are we all doing today? Do you have surf? Do these guys learn surf? That guy does learn surf. Dubbins. What's going on, everyone? Oh, fudge. I don't need Flowtimer or Eon Timer. I need Flowtimer, actually. Do I haven't had Flowtimer? Hold on. Alright. Do we have a... Surely there's a Flowtimer button that I've made here. Did I really not make a Flowtimer visual? I thought I did. Add window capture. Sorry, crew. You know what? We could just do. That's one. Could even shrink it. Just have it be the timers. Yeah. Yeah! That's it! You guys don't need to see any of this stuff, because there's no... All of the updating is done through the, like, app thingy. Through, like, the website, you know? Let's go like this. Dubbins. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Dubbins. What's up, Kazin? What's up, Mind Rot? What's up, Hughes? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'll keep saying it. I'm spamming. Okay. Let's go to Articuno. So. I believe we're doing this. There's the Articuno. What's up, Pokey Sophie? How are you doing? What's up, H-Bomb K? We are going to Articuno right now. So we just gotta get to Articuno. Shouldn't take too long. I'm not like a pro at navigating the Whirl Islands, but I can't imagine this takes a while. Hello, the notorious HIM. How are you doing today? Holy Toothache, what's going on? Been a minute since I've seen you around. Glad to see you. Oh. Oh, do I have to go to the other building? Oh. I can't get to it from here, can I? I have to go to from Fuchsia? Oh my lord. Dude, I haven't done the Whirl Islands in so long. Or not Whirl. What are these? I don't know. They're not the Whirl Islands. They're the other one. It's not Whirl Islands. What the heck is it? Seafoam. 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 We got there. Thanks for your vid on stationary RNG. You got a shiny Volcarona. Dub in. Skis. Found your channel. Love what you do. Thank you very much. I need that after the quantity of humans who are very negative about the videos that I make always increases drastically. Whenever I make one of those team building videos, the comments in them are like, listen, not to be like, woe is me, but it's like, Jesus Christ, these people are goobers, man. Oh, I have the wrong Pokemon in the lead. They are very toxic. And it's funny, you know, I do the argument of the main argument people get into is they're like, look, VGC rules is against illegally manipulated Pokemon. And I've never addressed it in a video just because I kind of thought my reading of the rule was pretty obvious. And so I posted it to be like, here is the reading of the rule as I see it. Like, I don't think the other if someone had, like, I don't think the other readings that people are doing on this is like, I don't think they're correct. And like, I show it. And now I'm getting people going into the website of Pokemon and quoting the fucking terms of service at me, saying it's you can't compete in VGC if you decompile reverse edge. It's like, what are we talking about here, guys? It's like, what are we talking about? That guy can't be moved. Wait, how do you move either of these? You can't. Okay. Well, it's like, you know, I think there's some validity in the statement of like, you're not supposed to decompile or whatever. Oh, can I already get to Articuno? Dubbins? Like, that's clearly against their terms of service, but like, I also don't, like... Like, I don't think me breaking the terms of service prevents me from ever competing in VGC. It's just the right of refusal to let me play the game. And then also, when you think about it, like, I'm looking at it, it's like, well, no, I don't think they're right. First of all, I don't think these people are correct. Second of all, I'm not the one who did the decompiling. Third of all, everyone who uses Pokemon Showdown or Cerebi or Bulbapedia, they all benefit from information obtained via decompilation. Third, I don't know necessarily, it depends on your term of decompilation. But like, a lot of RNG info is not obtained through like a decomp. It's obtained through like you just open up an emulator and you look at RAM values and you set like RAM watches. Like, is that decompiling? Like, I don't think so, but maybe? Like, I don't think that is, like, legally I wouldn't call that decompiling in terms of like what actually is decompilation when you're like looking at it. Like, it's not the same as using pret, for example, like, which obviously, you know, stuff has shifted towards using pret. Okay, what's my target? So we'll go minus, we'll go 2 here, then we'll go like 2-0 here. Yeah, that's fine. Going for Articuno. Alright, and on retailrng.com is where the Flowtimer... Retail RNG is where the Flowtimer app is. I made an update to the website yesterday, by the way, for any retail RNG enjoyers. When you click a game now, it has the tutorials categorized into beginner, intermediate, advanced, rather than being one blob. And you can also click it just to get to only that section's tutorials. So a little quality of life update. I also fixed Hefe's YouTube link because it wasn't working. He changed it from Papa Hefe PKM to Papa Hefe YouTube. He switched it. But like, yeah, no, I mean, you literally can't use Showdown to test teams or... Well, no, like, there's some stupid people. Like, there was a dude who tweeted about it. This was my favorite interaction. Actually, I will roast this person on, I'll roast this person. I quote tweeted them. This person tweeted this and got 800. They got 848 likes. Friendly reminder to all VGC players that using RNG manipulation of your Pokemon makes them not considered legal. but don't post evidence of yourself doing it or tell a judge because you can get DQ'd and banned. Okay. Interesting. You can get DQ'd and banned. I've never heard of this, right? I've never heard of someone being DQ'd and banned for this, okay? So I scroll down and someone is like, can you elaborate this? They say it does use an external program, so you know when to press the A button. This is debunked in my rule. This was debunked in my rule 4.3 argument. This is an incorrect, this is a wrong argument. This person doesn't know what they're talking about, right? So then someone goes, who got banned now? And they go, no one, but someone who got Joey's team posted using RNG Manip to get these mons, which is really bad. We don't need something dumb coming out of a good story. All the Gen 9 players I know as well seem to think RNG Manip is legal, but they are objectively wrong. Okay, I think this is a very strong claim to make when you don't have, like, you need evidence, right? So someone goes, Blisy has posted these for a bunch of players over the past 3 years. That's true. I made it for Freezeye and I made it for Bugsy. Bugsy's video has 500,000 views. People and judges from Pokemon have definitely seen the fucking video. Like, Bugsy isn't banned. And so is Freezeye's not banned. Freezeye has competed since. Freezeye's video has over 1 million views. People have seen the video. Okay. So then someone goes, this person, okay. She said, it's legal. I've literally told judges about my RNG Manip mons at regionals. A judge in Toronto was impressed. And then this person, this is where my faith for them has, it stopped. I originally believed this person was in good faith. They were worried about someone getting banned, because when you look at RNG Manip, sometimes it doesn't like look, it looks weird. It doesn't look, you know, it doesn't look the same as when you soft reset. So then this guy goes, I get that this is confusing. So instantly condescending to this woman because not everyone knows the detail of RNG Manips, or may not care enough to want to DQ you over it. But yeah, you could have been DQ'd by doing that. Then they claim head VGC judges have explicitly stated it's not legal since 2017. This surprised me because I've never heard of this, right? Oh, if you go onto Google, I use DuckDuckGo, but if you go into Google and you go like VGC RNG Manip legal, you can literally instantly find threads of people being like, no, I've asked judges. And then there's an old GameFAQs post even from like, or is this GameSpot? Nintendo staff confirms RNG being a like, this is 12 years old. So you can Google this, right? And I've never seen a judge ever comment on it, right? So then she goes, got a source for it not being legal because it doesn't involve modifying your game or adding external software to your console. At one event, the head judge, I was telling people about my manips. So then they respond, Jen had a podcast where multiple head VGC judges said the reason it's illegal is because you are not obtaining the mons through natural gameplay. Then they do not provide the podcast. This is where it's clear this person is acting in bad faith. They go find it if you want. So I was Googling it around because I don't know who the fuck Jen is, right? I have no idea what they're talking about. Jemmy Plus, the GOAT, also don't know who this is, but they're a GOAT. They go, this podcast, they say RNG is legit according to the rules. They say that a purist might considering it cheating, but it's not cheating according to the guidelines and rules. And then they link the timestamps. So I go to the podcast to listen to what these people say. And then I get here, and there's a post from 5 days ago where people are quoting
RNG abused Pokemon can fall under the legit category because RNG
yeah.
abuse Pokemon can fall under the legit category because, you know, if you don't consider RNG abuse a shortcut, then...
This is a head TO. This person just lied. This person just lied in their Twitter post. They got 800 likes. Oh. Why can't people just be honest? People just can't be honest, man. It's crazy. And then they all accuse me, by the way, of like being so I quoted this person. I don't use Twitter very much anymore. Saying it's not true. And then I get a bunch of people calling me, look at this. This is like this is like number 7 article, or this is like article 5 of the terms of use, sub article 7. You can't disassemble, decompose, or reverse engineer. Okay, I didn't do that. And then a bunch of people are just calling me like, keep lying. It's what you're good at. It's like, if you look at the terms of use here, if you look at the terms of use, this is the craziest part. This is the craziest part. If you look at the terms of use, it says you can't decompose, disassemble, or reverse engineer any part of any service. Okay, if you cannot decompose, disassemble, or reverse engineer any part of any service for Pokemon, that means you cannot use Pokemon Showdown to practice VGC, because Pokemon Showdown got its information via disassembly and decomposition. It's the same with Cerebi, and it's the same with Bulbapedia. This information was decompiled and disassembled. Now, hold on. Wait, there's more. Okay. Use the content in any manner suggesting an association with other products, services, or brand. Wait, no, this isn't the one. Oh. Where is it? Use the service or content for commercial purposes, including but not limited to selling access to all or parts of the service, placing advertisements or sponsorships or promotions on or within the service or content. This means making YouTube videos about Pokemon is against the terms of service of Pokemon. This means, and I'm not even talking about YouTube videos with sponsorships, because YouTube automatically puts ads on my videos. So anyone who has ever made a video about Pokemon using footage from the game is breaking the terms of service. Then it also says you can't download any quantities of the content to a database. So if you've ever downloaded a bunch of the stuff from the website for pictures or anything, it's against the rules. Like this terms of use is like literally just for Nintendo to be able to like protect their IP rights, basically, and to deny you access to playing their game if you're like hacking it or using it in a way that you don't want. Like this is their justification. Like basically all this exists to do is to, if you do anything here and they think it's hurting their business, they can like cut you off from the ability to play the game legally without them violating consumer rights laws. And it's not even like this, like there's a chance like they could cut someone off for decompiling the game, and then you take Nintendo to court and be like, you illegally took away my service. Like this might not even hold up. You know what I'm saying? It's so ridiculous. It's like, you think I'm gonna give a fuck about the terms of use? I have never read a single terms of use, and I I don't give a fuck how a company tells me that I can use their product. Like, if I buy a video game from Nintendo and they go, by the way, you can't do X with it. Smell my fucking farts, bro. I'm doing whatever I want with the product I just paid money for. You can suck my balls. Like, what is this? It's like, to me, it's like unbelievable. It's like actually like, it's like confusing. This is not the one. Is it the one? Yes. All right. Anyway, back to retail RNG. So yeah, I'm working on some of the, we met our Ko-fi goal, for retailrng.com. So I'm working on right now 2 tutorials. One, I'm working on an X and Y ORAS tutorial, from before, I was doing that before the site launched. And that's just going to be a beginner XY ORAS tutorial. And then because we met the Ko-fi goal, I'm going to be working on like an emerald painting guide and an RS painting guide. And a full perfect IV RNG guide for Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. Okay, anyway, but we're actually here not to plug this, but because I need to go to the Teach TV converter. I wish this wasn't on this page, but I don't have a better way to do it, unfortunately. Because it's like a static site, so... But yeah, if you guys are using the website, let me know, you know... I might leave like, maybe I'll leave like a feedback section in the, I'll leave a feedback section somewhere. Maybe I'll put a feedback section on the Reddit and a feedback section on the, in the Discord, just specifically for retail RNG. Whoa. So people can actually, like, you know what I mean? My target rate. Okay. So. Alright. Yep. We have our 2 timers. This is going to be the total timer. Hold on, I have to like... Give me a second. It's like hard to get both timers. OBS is like having a mental breakdown about... which Flowtimer it is. Can we please? Thank you. Can we please stop behaving like a child, OBS? Okay, we're ready to go. I hope I saved. So it looks like we are holding A, and we have to let go of A eventually. Okay, so. Wait, why did I do that? Andre, nobody's gonna do that. Nobody is doing that. I'm not gonna make videos about Pokemon for free unless I have a bunch of free time and another job. It's literally Wolf Glick's job. Like, people say that Wolf Glick is a professional Pokemon player, and that's not even true. He is great. He's a great player. Wolf Glick is a professional YouTuber who does Pokemon videos as his job, and he competes in tournaments on the side. That's his job. His job isn't to, like, because I remember people comment on my videos, like my team building videos all the time, and they're like, well, if they're pros, they should have all the games and all the best gear and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, bro, these people don't make any fucking money. It is a tournament that you have to pay to enter with no guaranteed prize money. Like, you don't make your living doing Pokemon tournaments. Like, there's maybe like 5 people. I don't even know if there's 5 people who make money from doing Pokemon professionally. I don't even know if there is. Not doing YouTube. I mean, I'm talking about just going to tournaments, entering for prize money, making money. I don't think there's that many people. Yeah, even if you won every tournament you went to, you would need like a sponsor. And like, I don't know if, are there any people who are, their full-time job is playing VGC tournaments, making prize money from the tournament? Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, we're gonna greedy do 5 here. Like, are there any players who have a sponsor and they make all their money just from playing Pokemon without streaming? Like, there's probably none. Is there any? No, I'm saying these people can be pros, as in they are the top tier, upper echelon, best players, but they are not professionals, because professionals get paid just to play, practice, and do the sports, right? There is no Pokemon player who is just being paid to practice and do Pokemon as their full single main job. I don't think that exists. There might be some, but it's not a lot of people. If there is, it's not a lot of people. That's what I'm trying to say. So like, because of that, it's an amateur sport, because you cannot hold it to the high standard that a person, like in all professional sports, all the teams or all the individuals, like let's compare it to an individual sport, because that's what it is, like tennis, right? A professional tennis player has sponsors, and all their job is to wake up, and their 9 to 5, they get up, they go do tennis. They have professional trainers on staff who train them and help them get better at tennis. Right? People don't have that for Pokemon. People don't have that for Pokemon. They don't have it. Wow, I would have been mega early. Is that right? Is this possible that this is how early I was? We're gonna give it another go, because I don't believe that. Sketch Our Cat, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. Everybody show Sketch Our Cat some love. Here, have $5 for your stuff. Looking forward to diving into retail RNG. Also, TS quotas or pawn scum. True. Yeah, well, retail RNG doesn't have a ton of info on it right now. I mean, it has retail RNG. We can go back. Let's go to the actual website. We have a lot for Gen 3. So this website is meant for beginners. If you are a noob, if you have not done, there will be stuff for more advanced players, like for people who have done it before. But the idea is, you see a video, or maybe let's say you see one of my YouTube videos where one of my team building videos where I talk about doing RNG manip in Gen 3, and you go, I want to try RNG manip in Fire Red and Leaf Green. So I click here, and it organizes it to beginner, intermediate, and advanced for you. And these guides within the sections are also organized. You're supposed to start with starter, then static, and then wild, in that order. And it's designed this way, so like, and you're not even seeing the whole page. There's a whole other thing on the right. But it is designed for the absolute beginner to be able to get into any RNG manip. It is supposed to be fully brand new, like for anyone who's never done it. That is what it's for. When you refresh the page, you also get a random box Armand. Yes, that's correct. Every time you refresh the page, these Pokemon change. Sorry, we got Groudon. Or it's not going to change every time, but like it's this one does a 50-50 roll between Groudon and Kyogre. There you go, see? Emerald is the only one that doesn't change. No, Arceus doesn't change either. So yeah, this is meant to be for people who are the absolute beginners. The advanced sections will obviously have stuff for people who like, you know, we're going to have painting RNG manips in here. We're going to have how to get a perfect IV Pokemon here. We're going to have TGTV in here, right? We're going to have that. So our priority is currently, we made a Ko-fi goal so that I'm going to be doing some advanced guides, but our big priority is getting beginner and intermediate guides out for every single section. So that anyone who is new to a manip can get into it. That is our current goal. I don't like that we found nothing here. Wait, you're not bold, are you? You're modest, that's why. JP Player here. Thanks in advance for your Emerald RNG fix. While I am myself a casual player, I share a bunch of screaming joy for it. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate the 1,000 yen. I appreciate you. I have the Japanese patch ready, actually, pretty much. I have to release it. I originally didn't release the patch for Japanese games. I made it because it was doable to make. But then I didn't release it because I wanted to fix the bug that made you can't save the game in areas with no music. And so I wanted to fix that bug, and then I never did. So I should just release it and then fix the bug later. Only sometimes, Shay. It depends on the Pokemon. There's like other things. Like I'm preventing the boulders from rotating right now. Those boulders will rotate. I don't know if they're on screen enough. It's just like a precautionary measure. I always do it if I'm unsure if there's NPCs nearby. Basically is the reason. Okay. Well, I was like mega late on my seed. What? All right. So a new updated seed. And then the we'll not do an update on that until we get the advances in. That there. Is it the same? It is. Actually, I don't like this. Any estimate when you will start working on Gen 5 for retail RNG? Well, that's actually one of the cool parts. So the problem with Gen 5, there's two things about Gen 5. One, Gen 5 RNG is not fully supported in Pokefinder yet. We're waiting on Fish to do the release. However, we are also working on it already. We are getting a different person to write it. One of my mods and fellow community members, Nick Plays, is going to be doing the start of Gen 5. Hopefully he'll be able to get a lot done, but you know, everybody has different schedules, but he is going to be doing it, and that's actually one of the reasons we had a Ko-fi goal, was so that we could take the funding and put it back into the community to get things out quicker. And so like what I mean by that is like we aren't gonna have anyone besides Jeff and I write guides for free. And so we're paying him X amount per guide with the funds from Ko-fi to write them. I'm not gonna reveal how much we're paying, but it would, yeah, we don't want to make money without paying people for their due, right? Even if they but Nick is going to get started on some of them within the next few weeks. I know he's finishing up uni right now, so he might get a guide out, and then when final seasons comes around, he'll slow down, but we'll have at least a calibration and a starter guide relatively soon. Gen 8, I don't know. There's a pretty good Gen 8 guide website right now. I don't have the link for it offhand because it's got like a weird GitHub name, but I have to put it in the text guides in my Discord. I'm prioing Gen 6 personally because Gen 6 has the worst documentation. And then after that, I'll probably go to Gen 4 for myself, and Jeff's probably going to do BDSP. is our current projected paths. So the newest things that will be coming to the website will be painting, Ruby Sapphire, painting. Okay, I hit my target seed. Beautiful. A8C0. Wait, no. That's my seed? Yeah, A8C0 is my seed. Dubbins. Okay. That means I can adjust what advance that I hit. So Jeff really wants to be doing some BDSP updates because there's a lot of outdated info. And I want, because of the Ko-fi, I'm going to be working on like RS painting, Emerald painting to get perfect IVs, and maybe a perfect IV Fire Red and Leaf Green guide. And then for after that, hopefully we'll get the X and Y guide. The X and Y guide, I have a bunch of X and Y guides. I have a bunch of X and Y I have a bunch of the X and Y guide done. So it should be relatively quick to finish. In fact, it's going to get broken up. And that's actually something I was considering doing for people who are monthly Ko-fi members. Oh, fuck, I didn't hold A. I was thinking I might, like, show work in progress guides to monthly Ko-fi members. Maybe as, like, pictures or PDFs or something. So people can't just copy them and upload them elsewhere without, you know, before they're done. No, I'm doing bad. Hold on. What's up, Saitos? How you doing? Yo, 6 months at Bliss, or 16 months at Bliss God Anarchy mode, my goat. Hope you're doing well. Everybody show them some Blissy love. So, yeah, I don't want to promise anything, but the X and Y initial seed guide it's got some real, it is 14 pages already, and it is not even at the part where you do the manip. So I'm actually going to be breaking it up into I'm breaking it up into multiple guides at this point. $34 months for End Dark Void. Holy moly. That's crazy. Everybody show Dark Void some Blissy love. It's been a while, Dark Void. You, I actually can't even fully remember your old name. I can't even, I know you, I remember you changed your name. I can't fully remember it. Maybe it had Shadow in it or something? I don't remember. Shadow Renegade, that's right, that's right. That's how long it's been, or I was forgetting your old name. Do I play competitively? Yeah, but like not super serious. I do like matches on Showdowns, and I'll ladder to Master Ball occasionally when the meta seems interesting to me on for VGC side. My peak in Master Ball was like 80 or something in one of the older metas, I would say. So I've never been a particularly great player. I'm okay at Gen 4 OU. I peaked. I laddered hardcore a little while ago on Gen 4 OU. I peaked like 50 or 60 on the Gen 4 OU ladder was my peak. Maybe it was lower. Maybe it was 80. I don't remember, to be truthful. But I know I was I peaked like well above top 100, so I was proud of that. That's what I was proud of. for my Gen 4 OU achievements. Glad to catch the stream, Blisy. Thank you, Walrus Arrow. Appreciate you. Excited to see a new website. Used your Sword Shield Raid guide a few days ago. Oh my gosh, it's such an old guide too. That's crazy. It's hard to find a balance between, because what has become my enjoyment is making the non-guide videos, but they take a long time, and I have to. I'm still slow at producing non-guide videos, right? Like team building videos or e-reader videos or. So I have to balance between, and it's like, you know, not too many people are making video guides, so it'd be nice if I can do them. Stuck in traffic for an hour. Oh my gosh. Can you do Sword and Shield without modded Switch? Every single mainline game from Gen 3 to Gen 9 has some manips in it that you can do, and none of them require custom firmware. Except Let's Go... Actually, even Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has a manip now. It used to have 0 manips, but now it has some amount of manips. I did rename Owl. We named her Semolina. I don't know where they are right now. We kitten-proofed the house pretty good, and now they're allowed to run around. Oops. We have decided on Semolina. Thank you, Vicarious. Appreciate you. Oh, my nose is like itchy in like a weird way. But yeah, I'm yeah, I don't know. How do you foster kittens and not keep all of them? I just don't want a bad quality of life for them. They'll get a better life in a less crowded home. Plus, we get more kittens. Okay, 65 the... 1 seed early. I'm skewing early. My target advance is... Oh, I hit my target advance just 1 seed early. That's crazy. So I don't really need to adjust. Yeah, a lot of people erroneously think that Gen 6 needs custom firmware to do RNG manips. It does not. It does not. It hasn't required them for years. I even had, like, they might still be on my channel. I don't know if they are, custom firmware videos of them, like on how, like tutorials on how to do them with custom firmware. But like, I stopped because like that's kind of how I learned. Like, that's just like not fun for me, man. Like, it is just not fun to be able to like pause the game and advance frame by frame. It's like, so I actually don't even understand how people have fun doing it. Like, not even to flame CFW people, but it's like the fun part's the skill where I hit the button. So I don't know. It's like weird. I haven't. I've been playing mostly Gen 3 right now. Gen 3 OU is what I've been playing. I was in a league. I was in an advanced league for it. Does Gen 6 require a brand new save? No. Actually, I'm working on a way. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. I have to test it. So, with our guides, the way that Hefe and I have structured the guides is that the beginner manips are like supposed to be very, very basic. It's just a basic bitch thing that you can do. And oftentimes in the guides, that's going to be getting a quick shiny, because getting a quick shiny is something a lot of people want. It's something a lot of people want, and it is a quick way to verify. You'll know if you got your target or not because it will be a different color. And so with Gen 6, one of the troubles was I don't necessarily consider TID RNG beginner. And also, not everyone is going to want to restart their game for... Not everyone's going to want to restart their game for a shiny Pokemon. Or to get shiny Pokemon, right? And Gen 6, there is no PID to IV correlation, so you cannot just catch a Pokemon and then know its trainer ID and its secret ID, right? You can't do it. And so I was thinking of a way to do it, and there is a way to do it in Sword and Shield, and so I have a theoretical method to do it in Gen 6. And the process would be something like you find your seed off of two gifts of 2 Aerodactyls. Then after that, you instantly go and you chain fish until you find a shiny. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do that for a guide. I might even do that on a stream just because I don't want to fucking shiny hunt. Maybe I'll do that as my fucking Thursday stream. I'll try that test out. Is Gen 6 Let's Go? Let's Go is like technically Gen 7, but I think that's stupid. So I might do that on Thursday as my Thursday stream, actually. Because I need to get pictures and footage of me doing it. Because that's going to be fucking annoying to get a shiny that way. No, Gen 5 is black and white. Gen 6 is XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Is it possible to RNG Dynamax Ventures? Unfortunately, no. The RNG manips that you can do in Sword and Shield without hacking are overworld, aka walking into either symbol encounters, the exclamation point encounters, or static encounters. And then you can also do raid RNG, and then you can also do the Cramorant thing. I believe that's all you can do in Sword and Shield. The static legends you cannot manip. The Regis you cannot manip, and you can also not manip the dogs. None of those are ever going to be manipulable ever in the history of the universe. The only ones that are statics. Statics in like the overworld. So Terrakion, Cobalion, Virizion, and Keldeo. Those are all manipulable because they're not different than a normal static spawn in the overworld. You can manipulate those. You started RNG manipulation thanks to retail RNG. Thanks a ton for the guides. Got like 7 signings in 2 days. That's awesome. What game did you do it in, Trent? Oh, I missed the button. That's really awesome to hear, Trent. I'm like very glad, like, cause like the whole point is to get newcomers in on board, you know? And I'm a little nervous about like how certain things we're gonna structure. Like I was talking about how there's a good Sword and Shield guide on a website. And they do something that I don't like, and I'm trying to think about how to structure it, which is where they just before you get into any guide, they list all the possible ways to do RNG advancements in Sword and Shield. So it's like doing the glitch where you change the date, or running around in circles on the bicycle, or doing X or doing Y. And I don't think that's a super effective way to teach doing manips to a beginner. And so I'm thinking like, what is the best way for a game that I'm going to write a guide about soon, like, and that doesn't advance the RNG passively, like in Diamond and Pearl, or like in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, what is an effective way to teach people? And I'm thinking the best way is to teach by example. Say, move your chat out 1, chat out will go forward. Hold on. I fucked up. It's like move chat out 1, that will do, and then I can have an extra article, or basically every single guide will teach you a way to advance the RNG in a different way, or like you'll learn through example in the guide, and then in the very end there will be we actually intend, right now we have these sections, they go beginner, intermediate, advanced. We actually intend to add a 4th section called extra credits that will have like other random stuff. Like maybe here I'll put all the ways to do the RNG advances independent of them being in the guides. And that way you can learn in different methods in the guides, and then we can just have a big info dump for you to reference later on. And I think that's a good way to do it. So you can have both the info dump and you can have the other thing, right? I think that's the way to do it. I think that's black and white you're thinking of. In black and white, you can like every 255 steps, the game does like a friendship check, and that advances, I think, the MT. No. We wrote these guides for dummies. For newbies. What is this page? It's called retailrng.com. It is a website that has tutorials for RNG manipulation that my friend and I are writing together. We've been working on it for quite some time, so we're very happy to be able to announce it and show it to the world. I do all the manips on physical hardware because I think that's the most fun. I don't like doing them on emulators. Most manips are replicable on emulator, with the exception of Fire and Leaf Green. And Fire and Leaf Green is replicable on emulator. It's the Fire and Leaf Green tutorials are the only ones you cannot follow, and they will not work for emulators out of the box on our website or on my videos. That's all I can say about it. Yeah. Yeah, after stream today, I'm probably going to be working on one of the guides for it. By the way, guys, if you're all having a good time enjoying the stream, enjoying me talking about RNG manips, talking about my plans, talking about all this stuff, getting this Articuno, hit the like button. It's free and it helps my channel out. Just a free way to help the stream and channel out. Let everybody know that this is a good place to be, a good energy, a good streams, good videos, etc., stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to support me a little more, consider becoming a channel member. It is only $1.99 a month. That is 1/3 the price of a Twitch sub. And you get access to my videos early. Channel members got my most recent video a day early. You get access to behind the scenes content, a special members only chat in my Discord. You get access to a bunch of behind the scenes content, some members only streams sometimes, stuff like that. So if you want to support me the extra mile, consider becoming a channel member. It helps me out. And you could spam a bunch of emojis. Fishbone, welcome to Happy Knee. I appreciate you, homie. Everybody show Fishbone some Blisy love. Yes, that is how you pronounce their name. And yes, I did know that without anyone telling me. And yes, I did just mess up my manip. Yes, that's one of the many emotes you could get by becoming a channel member. Blisy Pog. Are there any bands that I like? My favorite band is called The Darkness. They're from the United Kingdom. They're like, I don't know what you'd call them, like glam rock or like hair metal, I guess. There is none, unfortunately, Walrus Prime. I wish, but I don't multi-stream. I find that multi-streaming just hurts my numbers, but maybe it's worth it for me to do it to just get some primes from people, but I don't know. Part of it's probably just stupidity. Like, I look at the YouTube number, and if the number is too low, I get sad, even if half the people have just gone to the Twitch number instead. Yeah, I freaking love The Darkness. They're awesome. They just came out with a new album. I haven't listened to it yet, though. Unfortunately, my real music brain has kind of been deleted because of stream. Like, I stream so much that I just listen to lyricless video game music and like non-copyright shit. And then like, if I'm at home working and I want to like type an essay or write a script for a video or an article, I have trouble doing that with music that has lyrics, because then I start randomly typing the things that the people are saying in the song. And so then I end up just also listening to the video game music that I listen to in stream. I have recently found, thanks to Hefe showed it to me, I can't play it on stream, I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. But I've been listening to a ton of, their name is Flamingosis on YouTube, as lyricless music. This is who I've been listening to. That's pretty early. Okay, I'm gonna hop out of here because I shouldn't even be awake right now. Jury duty, it was nice. Oh, thank you, Anarchy Mode. I hope you're doing well. Hope jury duty goes well. Hi, Blissy. Why does Hariyama sparkle without the shiny palette? Does it? I haven't noticed. Oops. It's probably just the ball effect. I would guess that's the case. What Pokemon would you recommend to use for catching? Okay, here's my hot take. Maybe this is too hot. Smeargle fucking sucks. Smeargle is a full bait Pokemon. It's a bait, bro. Smeargle does not do enough damage to engage in Spore and False Swipe. So, I would say it's a lot of work, but it's probably worth it. It's probably worth it for Breloom. Breloom is probably the best bet. It's a lot of work. It's also frail. It dies so easy. You can do RNG manips for Emerald on emulator if you want. Yeah, there's no difference between emulator and retail on Emerald.
Thanks for the donation.
It does suck you can't use it on a flying type that has flying moves. I hit this one before, didn't I? Pretty sure I hit this one. Well, you know, the beauty of it is if you're going to do some RNG manips, you can go to retailrng.com, and in the roamer guides, we tell you how to capture the roamer. We also tell you the best way to find the roamer. So this recommends Arena and Shadow Tag. It also, I do the same exact thing in my Ruby Sapphire roaming Pokemon guide. I say the best way to find the roamer. It's on Route 18, by the way, if you didn't know about this. And then I explain a good way to capture it. I'm like not locked in on the seeds. I gotta dial in. We gotta get a real ass attempt in here. I will just clone glitch and master ball everything in sight. I do not give a fuck about what ball my Pokemon is in. I literally will master ball everything on planet Earth. I don't even have catching Pokemon most of the time because I am just fucking spamming master balls. I do not give a fuck. A lot of people get really picky about it. I'm not one of them. So I can't give a great recommendation. Based Blizzard Blaze. Dude, most people don't like me for that. They think that I'm crazy. Excuse me. What up, Bretley? I think the people don't like me because I'm anti-luxury ball. Everybody loves luxury ball. I'm a luxury ball hater till the day I die. I legit think it's ugly. Oh yeah, if there's no Master Ball, if there's no Master Ball clone glitch, I am a Premier Ball, Repeat Ball, Dusk Ball, or not Premier Ball. I am a Repeat Ball, Dusk Ball, Quick Ball spammer. I am a fucking spammer of those. Those are my favorite Pokeballs. Favorite Pokeball, Quick Ball, because why? Catches the guy very fast. I don't have to do anything. Favorite Pokeball, Dusk Ball. Exact. Oh my god, this is the worst Articuno I've ever seen. What the fuck? Do you see these IVs? There's 3 0-1s. That's 1 seed early. Do you have to hit both the console button and the stop timer button at the same time? I don't have to hit stop timer ever. What? I hit start timer. What up, shiny Q dragon? You can't support this take. Damn. To me, the Pokemon matters. The ball, I don't care that much about. In fact, it was so funny. I was playing through Coliseum, and I got my shiny Suicune, like my shiny 5IV Suicune or whatever the fuck. And people were like, wow, that was really cool that you matched it in a netball. And it was like, nope, I literally only use the netball for the Coliseum Suicune because it is the highest capture rate that you can get for Suicune at that time in the story by using a netball. You can find some, and then you can just use it on the Suicune. Hi, I'm new to all of this. I got a shiny starter because of your videos. That was on my NDS. Can I trade that up to home? Yes. Pokemon that are obtained via the technique of RNG manipulation are no different than a Pokemon you caught just by running around and throwing Pokeballs or receiving a gift. There literally is no difference. And that's because RNG manipulation is just predicting the future. I have no idea. You just have to Google it. Google Netballs Coliseum. You'll find it. What flag are you looking for, Isaac? Do you know there's a full decompilation of Pokemon? Or are you just trying to do it on yourself? All the flags are stored in... All the flags are stored in, like, 1 bit, by the way, I believe. They're stored in 1 bit in the save file, which is affected by address space layout randomization. So the flags are not going to be in the same spot every time. Good morning, Josh W. Thank you, Darksness. Well, there's probably morning in the Pacific, no? Oh, did I find her? I'm on seed. Okay, what advance did I hit? We're close. We're getting locked in. We're dialing in. We are dialing in. Gamers! Can Azure Flutes be shiny in Platinum? Yes, but shiny Azure Flute Arceus will never transfer up. You can only transfer Azure Flute Arceus if it's not shiny. And then even then you have to level it to 100 before you send it to Gen 5. Then it can be shiny, Bretley. You never send shinies up. It can go, that seems oddly specific. That's because, there was just not a shiny Arceus event. So, alright, the reason that happens is because there was an Arceus event in Gen 4 that was released at level 100. It could not be shiny. It was picked up from the Delivery Man. The Azure Flute stuff was never released. And so the Delivery Man Arceus was always level 100 and always not shiny. That's all the game is checking for. It's not checking for Pokeball or anything like that. And so, because of this, if you level it up to 100 before you send it to Gen 5, when you send it to Gen 5, the game, you lose information. So it doesn't know the origin info. It just knows what game it came from. But it doesn't know... It doesn't know where in the game you got the Arceus. So all Pokemon Bank sees is... All Pokemon Bank sees is, oh, this is a level 100 Arceus originating from Gen 4. It doesn't know it's from the Hall of Origin. It doesn't know that it's not in a Cherish Ball or whatever like that. And so that's why leveling it to 100 will work, even if it's not the actual event one. The Shaman and Darkrai can be shiny, but I think Shaman from Pearl and Diamond never goes up. Darkrai, I think, will send if it's from Diamond, but you have to delete the move Pursuit or something. I don't know what the full story behind this is, but it's something like that. You have to look it up. People have documented this before. I don't fully know. I don't know. Yeah. What's up, you know nothing? How you doing? Platinum can be sent up shiny. The events were not released. The events were not released for Diamond and Pearl. They were released for Platinum. And so that's why there's like finicky nature in it. This is what I hit? Wait, is this one advance late exactly? No. No, we're like 10. It's like some random amount. No, we're like this was like 1 TV late, I think, actually. Oh, no, it's like... There's 1 TV early. That's almost exactly 1 TV early. That's what that is. On seed. So we're close, we're close, we're close. I wonder what the deal with Pearl is. Excuse me. What's up, Animator? It's been a cool minute since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well, bud. I'm really appreciative of all the support today on the stream and stuff like that. You guys are awesome. Like I said, sometimes it is disheartening because of how much hate those team building videos get. I get so much toxicity on those videos. It's just like depressing. It's just like, Jesus Christ, bro. Fuck me. That causes some RNG advancement, that's why. I noticed this. I was talking about it. I was talking about it on B-Sky. People were getting mad. So like I explained the rule 4.3. I explained in the video pretty extensively, I think, if you watched it, why RNG manipulation does not violate rule 4.3 in the VGC rulebook. And people, instead of engaging with the argument, they just comment on my video, sounds like you're coping. And it's like, what is this anti-intellectualism that has spread? Where like people aren't able to acknowledge like or have conversations. And I'm like, if you feel that what I'm doing is wrong, like express it with words. It's like so like I don't like it because I like having types of conversations like this. I think legality convos can be interesting. I think they can be important. Stuff like that, right? Fuck. I was definitely late on that seed, by the way. But like, this is a tactic I've known. Like, I actually noticed this in politics first with politic, like people who like do politics on YouTube and stuff. I noticed it in this direction first, where people like, you'll talk to them politically about like a statement or a belief or like a thing. And like, you'll be like, this statistic proves that there is global warming. It's happening. And then they'll just respond like cope. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I started having to do. I can't read kanji, so I have no idea what your fucking name is. Japanese person who donated 1,000 yen to me. But I literally just started responding and I'm like, where's your evidence? Sounds like you're the one coping, XD. But like, I'm not interested in like just trolling people like that. I am interested in showing and being shown evidence, you know? And so it's like almost like sad. It's like people just comment like that. Well, I think in politics, I think if you're talking about debates, you're not even arguing to win, because if you go into a political or even, I would love to keep politics out of a stream of mine for once in my life, but it's not possible. But people, if you're getting into an ideologically debate with somebody, right? Your goal, you're probably never going to convince the person you're having an ideological argument with. And that's one of the reasons I like don't engage a lot of the times with people who are maybe attacking me for doing RNG manipulation videos, because I can't, nothing I ever say could convince them. Right? Like when I show these people, I'm like, look, it doesn't violate rule 4.3, right? What's the first thing all of the people who look at rule 4.3, when I proved, I think I made a pretty good case for why RNG manipulation doesn't break rule 4.3, right? What do they instantly do? They hard pivot. They don't even acknowledge. They don't even say, you were right about rule 4.3. What do? They pivot to go, well, look, you're breaking the terms of use. People don't trust global warming because the statistics have been proving wrong. I need you to understand, Harmon Smith, you're a fucking idiot and you're ruining the earth. I banned you. Literally, because you don't believe in global warming, I will ban you. Yep. It's crazy, man. All right, I was on Seed. This is like 1 TV late. I'm not gonna have someone who's an anti-intellectual, anti-global warming person in my chat. It's just not even worth. So anyway, my point is, these people, like, who attack me for doing RNG, they're not interested in here. They don't acknowledge that I'm right. They don't acknowledge that I even have a valid point. They can't even engage that there is some validity to my argument. And then what do? They start ignoring the argument and start pivoting towards a new argument, terms of use, right? Okay, now I gotta figure out, do I break the terms of use? Does the terms of use matter? I never thought about this before. It's the Pokemon terms of use. Who gives a fuck? I do things that are against terms of use all the time. I don't think that means you should be able to compete in a game. But then when you start asking them, okay, well, what about Showdown? Showdown absolutely breaks the terms of use. If the... Wait, what? I didn't hear the 6th beep. Like, Showdown existing breaks the term of use. You should not... If you are concerned about breaking the terms of use of Pokemon, you should not use Showdown, because to exist, it has to break the terms of use. And when I ask them this question, they just don't answer me. They just ignore it. They ignore it. They do not answer it. And so it's like, okay, you people aren't interested in having any good faith engagement. So what would be the point of me having an argument with these people, right? The argument would be to convince their followers that I'm correct, right? So when I'm having an argument with them, my goal can't be to convince these other people, right? This is politics, this is Pokemon, this is anything ideological. They're not going to be convinced of me. They're purely ideological. They're not interested in truth or evidence or anything. And so, okay, my goal is to convince their followers. But here's the thing. These people they don't have followings. They don't have any follow. Like, I have a significantly bigger reach than all of them. So I'm already winning the ideological argument just by posting my fucking videos, which get more views than their videos, their posts. So now I don't need to argue with them, because I can make the arguments in my videos, which will get a bigger reach than what they say. I only heard 5 that time, I swear to God. Maybe I'm delusional. You can't not go into a conversation or an argument or a debate with bias. Who pinged me? I have to handle a situation in my Discord. Oops, I don't know why I did that. Just ask it in my Discord, Animator. There's no... I'm not gonna be able to help you here, usually, probably. What the hell? It's just hard to like, I'm like live streaming and talking to chat, I'm doing other stuff. It's like, I can't, like, I'm not gonna be able to do like a live feedback help for you, you know what I mean? Well, you can't compare Melee to Pokemon. Melee is a fan-run thing. They're making their own rules. Also, there's really no glitches. There's not too many glitches in competitive Melee that are, like, consistently being abused. If someone comes at me with the wave dashing as a glitch Melee, you're instantly getting banned. I did not get the Mew yet. You're thinking of Full House, Darksness. There was no Big House this year. It was canceled. The fucking year I moved to the goddamn... The year I moved to the goddamn town, basically, where Big House is held, he fucking cancels it. Wave dashing is a glitch in Melee. Instant ban. See you later. Bye. I fucking told you, dog. People think I'm playing. I do not play. Wave dashing is the physics engine working as intended. Oh, I forgot to hold it. In fact, there's a great Awesome Sauce video. Do I play Melee? Yeah, I love Melee. Wave dashing is when you air dodge diagonally into the ground, and then because air dodging in Melee moves you up, down, left, right, or in the diagonals, to move that way, your character gains momentum. So if you air dodge diagonally into the ground, your character then slides on the ground with the momentum they had from the air where you go down. It's just a way to slide across the ground. Basically, the main advantage of wave dashing is that even though it has some lag to it, you can stay whatever direction you're currently facing and perform an attack while moving forward. So usually, if you're trying to run and do an attack in Smash Bros, if you're running left or right, you can't do a forward smash while running backwards. It's not really possible. So Wave Dash lets you slide, and then while moving, you could do like a forward smash, or you could do a grab while sliding away, or a bunch of other stuff. There's a bunch of utility to it, but yeah. Hasn't Melee been modified? Yeah, Universal Controller Fix is some modifications to it. But I think all of the controller purist people are like literally delusional psychos. Top players used to repeatedly drop out of tournaments. Top players used to literally repeatedly drop out of tournaments because their controller could break the day of. And like, it's, oh, that's it, isn't it? Pinked it. Do we want to pivot to Mew, chat? Well, I didn't want to only stream for... yeah, we can pivot to Mew. We have plenty. We have a little bit of time. Stream's going well. I don't want to end it just yet. I don't think I have a Pokemon with Dig. Do I have an escape rope? I do. Get out of here. Escape. Yeah, I guess we should... I mean, we could check the stat. We could show it off. I don't know why I'm not. So it's a Timid Articuno. It's going to have perfect in every single stat, including attack. Boom. Bing bonk. You see, it's all perfect, baby. That's triple frame perfect. I'm fucking locked in on these TVs lately, baby. I don't know what the deal is with me. I am locked in on these sumbitches. Let's go back to the Indigo Plateau, because that's what we're gonna have to do for, Mew. Yeah, we'll continue. I guess we'll do with the Mew glitch. It's fine. I've never played Pocket TCG. You didn't want zero attack? I just wanted something to do for stream today, to be honest with you. I like didn't really pick this Articuno for any reason other than I was like thinking to myself, I need to do something for stream. That was pretty much my main reasoning. I heard chef. All right, yeah, we'll go to Mew. We'll pivot to Mew. We can hide the Flowtimers. I have to go to the Mew stream to get my settings for Eon Timer. There's 3 here, right? Let me go to my previous Mew stream to investigate. Oh, that's my Google account. Listen, if that doesn't earn me some channel members for being that goated to get a TGTV mon this quickly, I don't know what would, man. Come on. No membies? Wait, this is the current stream. I clicked the wrong stream. My bad. Might be. And chat reminded me to scroll up, which is very W. 105. 38546 was my stream. Or my C. Yo, thank you for the gifted. I appreciate you. Just Alex. 4. Advances. We did number 9. And Jen. Everybody show some Blisy love to Alex. Thank you all for watching. Oh, wait, video. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're doing advances is 7:30. And then it's 1. It's so hard to see. Hold on. It's such a tiny little man. 1405.42 is my calibration. 1405.42. Thank you for this. Whoa, what's going on here? Hold on. Chat's popping off. Okay, whoa. All right, Japanese person. Again, I can't read your name. It's in kanji. Sorry, I don't read kanji. I can only read kana. Welcome to Chansey. I appreciate you. Everybody show them some Blisy love. Dark Sigma, welcome to Blisy. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you. Whoa. Thank you for the 1 gifted sketch art cat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 2nd gifted membership, just Alex. What the heck? Ozzy, welcome to Happy New Chat. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Everybody, thank you so much.
Thanks for the donation.
What the heck? Everybody, I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Holy crap. Thank you for the generosity. We're almost at my goal of 10 members for the day. I haven't hit a member goal in like 2 weeks. I legit haven't hit one in so long. So like even being this close is like crazy. Dude, what?
Thanks for the donation.
Thank you for the $2 saying, dude, what's up? Thank you for the 1 gifted, Kazan. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Jesus, hell God. There's so many. I appreciate you guys are awesome. Holy moly. W frame perfect streams. I asked about e-reader events. Thank you for the $2. E-reader events? What about them? Thank you for the gifted, Haley. I appreciate you. What the heck? We know we are cool. Agreed. You are in fact cool. You don't have to keep donating to get me a read. Just type it again. I noticed that you have... What about my e-reader events? What? Okay. I think we're locked in for this. I'm actually going for this seed from you, I believe. I just didn't see them, bro. What are you talking about? We're going with this one. All right, so I need to... we are aiming for... It's like 15... It's like 15061. We could just go 14 and we can go... We can go 14061 and 6, and we can go plus minus 5 probably. L equal A star. Okay, cool. We're all the same. The Johto. Oh yeah, there's significant problems with the last two events. I have to fix. I have no ETA on it. It'll happen eventually. I want them to be released, but I probably owe it to channel members to explain what's going on with them. But other than that, I am like, there's just some multiple different problems with them. So it's taking a lot of time to fix, and I am horrible at managing my time. I can commit to having them out sometime in 2025. Other than that, I can't commit to anything, to be truthful with you. Time is an illusion. What's up, Sha? Yeah, it's a mix of ADHD. It's a mix of ADHD and a mix of... Mewtwo is in develop. They're both in development. They both are far, and they both work on emulator. Oh, Ozzy gifted 5 memberships. I didn't even see that. What the fuck? Thank you for the 5 memberships. Oh my gosh. I think I'm at 14. What am I at? I didn't even see that. I'm sorry I missed that. What the heck? Yeah, new member's 14. Holy crap. I only even saw it at the top. I saw there was a 5 bomb. I was like, what the heck? I didn't see it at all. No, I only saw it because I was looking up. I was like, maybe I missed some other stuff. Also, hi, Xiao. I don't remember if I said hi to you already. What's going on, homie? Xiao's my goat. Xiao's my true goat. I did break the member goal today. All right. It's Mew time. It's Mew time. We're back on Mew train. Okay. I have no idea who Charles Olivia or Ilya Topuria are. I don't even understand what you're talking about. Basically, what happened with those e-reader events is that I accidentally programmed all of them without a I accidentally programmed all of them without a BIOS. And so then when I went to release them, none of them worked, and I had to spend several weeks fixing all of them. And I was also pressed to release that video early. I released that video earlier than I wanted to because I had to get a video out for that month so that I could make money, unfortunately. It sucks to say, but like, yeah, I got... What is happening?
Thanks for the donation.
Thank you for the 4 more bucks. I appreciate it, Alpha Gamer. I didn't think you were rude. I just didn't see your message. Thank you for the gifted membership, Fishbone. I appreciate you, homie. Everybody show them some Blissy love. June, thank you for the 2,000 won. I don't know how much US dollars that is, but I appreciate you, homie. My goat. Holy moly. Thank you for the 2 bucks. Just Alex, I appreciate it. I think we've gotten 15 members. Well, I did not get Mew at all. I haven't received Mew even one bit.
Donation.
Holy moly. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of this.
Thanks for the donation.
I appreciate all the generosity. You guys are goats. Why did I keep minimizing Eon? Oh, Eon Timer's not available. It's not viewable. Hold on, where is it? Boop. There it should be. Thank you for the 1 gifted Dark Sigma. I appreciate you. What the? I already got Articuno. I literally got Articuno 5-10 minutes ago. I did a TGTV. No, I finished it literally 5 minutes ago. You came in barely too late, Xiao. You came in barely too late. Thank you for the 2 bucks. I'll do it once for the bit. I appreciate the bit. I appreciate the bit is to give me $2. I love that. That's a fun bit for me. Oh, you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support. Holy moly. Like I said, every time I make one of those team building videos, it is an overwhelmingly negative experience in the comments. I literally missed basically like half an episode of Freerun yesterday, like arguing in YouTube comments with people because I can't control myself. And then we had to rewind it. Amanda was like, did you see any of that? And I was like, no. I was like, no, I was in the comments on my video. I have been... we rewinded it. 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 I'm literally just not gonna bring my phone to dinner tonight, so that I'm not distracted. Plus, the video's slowing down, so I'm not gonna be getting spammed with many comments probably. I expect we're near the cap of that video's views, but maybe it'll blow up. Who knows? Okay, we were on seed 4 advances late. Dubbins. Yo, thank you for the $5. Boo! Flatlining. Thank you for the $5. Dark Void, I appreciate you. What has more lives than a cat? A frog because it croaks every day. That's funny. It's hard, dude. It's so hard because the thing is, I have a hard time not okay. The reason I engage with the comments so much is A, it sucks to say, and I try to not do it for this purpose, but if I reply to someone who is argumentative for me, who is argumentative to me, they are often likely... Wait, what? I swear that only beeped 5 times. They are often likely to respond, and that is good for the video's metrics, the more comments there are from people. It's an unfortunate truth. That's half the reason I respond. Then the other half is that I respond is because I have a hard time not believing that people, or I always want to believe people are going to engage in good faith. And they aren't doing that, but I always believe, like, if I could just get them to see my perspective, they'll understand me. And these people, they don't give a fuck about my perspective. That reminds me, we have a big lab of Snapple facts. We had a lack of them because I lost the book and then I found it. Do I know where I put it? I did.
Thanks for the donation.
My biggest ego response ever is I've had multiple people tell me on videos like the freeze. Wait, did I do that right? I had multiple people tell me on like team building videos, like some of those team building videos got a lot of views. The ones that got like over 300 or 400,000 views, those make a like not insignificant amount of money. And so it's like someone on the freeze eye video commented like, LOL, you wasted 40 hours of your life doing this for somebody else. And I just replied, this video paid my rent for 4 months. It was like, which it was true. So that's my #1 response to people who make fun of me in the videos is they pay my rent.
Thanks for the donation.
Outplay. Yeah, because people are like, LOL, you're grinding for 60 hours. What a waste. And it's like, well, the video got a lot of views. It made me money. Do all my videos do that well? No, they don't. That's why sometimes I have to release a video like that previous e-reader video too soon, arguably. It isn't for. It's longer than 40 hours. Yeah, it's. If we look at the Freeze Eye team, which was probably like 30 hours. Some of. Well, I don't pay anyone for editing or scripting. It's all my own. But it is like time. It's probably like if a team takes me 40 hours to make just in the game, it's probably 80 hours, 95, 100 hours for a video, depending on the video. Some of them took way longer. But they would still have been worth it in terms of money. Like when I built the Gen 3 team, that video is a fucking hour long. And I had to spend a lot of time just trying to fucking find Minvale's team because it wasn't like there wasn't a poke paste of it anywhere. There wasn't there was nothing. So that's why there's a whole section of that video. So that video took over 100 hours to get the team. And then that took over 100 hours to get the team. That was probably like a 200-hour video. Oops. No, I'm not saying they're not worth it, but they have to blow up. The videos have to blow up. That's the truth of the matter. Like this video has 120,000 views. But it's not even 1 month at this point. It's not even 1 month's rent at this point. Magmar video got 180,000 views, 24 minutes. That video made me, that's also not a month's rent. It's more than my share. You know, my wife and I obviously split all the bills. We're fucking married, but like it's more than my half. But yeah, just like a put into perspective. So I don't know. I'm saying this all to let you know that I'm not loaded. I've had many months that are very struggle, and I've like been on the fence about stopping this as my full-time job for a little while now. I would still make videos and work on projects and stuff, but I've been having trouble finding new things to write about is part of it. Because I'm out of teams, and I do have e-reader projects I want to do, but my will for them is slow and like not too hot. It's not big, my will for the e-reader projects right now. I want to make a video game really badly, and I talked about this a little bit, but I'm basically too scared to make it at this point. Is what I've had to accept that I am too afraid to do it because I think that I can't. And so I sit in front of my computer all day. Finding time to write scripts, make videos, stream, and then after I'm done for the day, sit down at the computer more to learn what I want to do. It's also like a bit exhausting. So there's a chance I'm thinking like it would be easier if I had a regular job. We'll see. It depends. Holy shit, I'm so hungry all of a sudden. It's true, Xiao. It's true. It's because I've started a little bit of the material that I would need for the language that I want to do, but then like I feel overwhelmed and I stop. That's what keeps happening, if that makes sense. I like start, I feel overwhelmed, and I stop, and then I start again a couple months later and I stop, and this has been going on for a while. No. We'll see. And then I'm also wavering because there's a small chance that I pivot to doing DLC for Fire Red because I know it's possible, not via e-reader. What I would do is I would make a custom multi-boot, which I would obviously, the Riley Xiao Blisy DM would open up again. And I would make a custom multi-boot for GBA to inject events into that game. And that one I could actually sell that one. because there would be no Game Freak code in that at all, actually. I would also, I would still, I'm thinking I would still provide that for free on GitHub, but I would sell physical cartridges of it, but I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. I think I would, but. I could do it. I would get Celebi and Jirachi. I've already gotten Celebi and Jirachi to work in Fire Red. I just don't have the other part made. I don't have the cartridge part. So yeah, part of me thinks it would be easier, but then also I'm definitely spreading myself too thin between videos, between retail RNG.com, between videos, between managing time with the kittens. I'm having trouble doing all of it, so we'll see where I end up in a couple of weeks. No, what it would be is a multi-boot that is a little cartridge. So what you do is you plug it into the GBA. The GBA cartridge loads the multi-boot, and then it says, hey, remove me and put your copy of Emerald in. You put your copy of Emerald or Fire Red in, right? And then after that, it goes, okay, what event do you want in the game? And then you can go, I want Celebi in, and it puts Celebi into your Emerald. And then you turn it off, turn it on, and now you have the Celebi event in without an e-reader or without using an emulator. No, it's not an intercept. It would be literally like... It would... literally be like... I gotta find a GBA... Where's my GBA games? It would work like... Because these exist. This is what Poke Transporter GB, if you've seen that project, is built on. What it does is you go like this. You put a cartridge in, right? Turn it on, and then it goes, okay, this, whatever's on this, fully fits entirely within the GBA's RAM. So it doesn't need any info from the ROM after it's loaded. So then you can remove it while there's a program on here still, and then put an actual copy of Fire Red in, and then you can load like an e-reader event in or whatever. That's something I'm capable of doing with just the Riley Shao GOAT DM. But I'm unsure. I think doing that would postpone me making a game, and I really want to make a game. I really do. I'm not just saying it. Anyway, that's me feeling sorry for myself. And being nerd. It's always weird because it feels like, you know, verbalizing this stuff just feels like I'm whining to myself. And it's like, yeah, do I make a ton of money? No. Do I make less money than when I was a chef? Yeah. Comes with a lot of benefits. Make my own schedule. Able to do a bunch of different stuff like that. Yeah, we got the Articuno already. So we're doing this Mew. And it's like, you know, it's so weird to complain. And everyone has their own struggles. I talked about this last time. So it's like, so weird to talk about how hard it is when I'm so fortunate to even be able to do this. W video on the Jote team. Thank you very much, young Kenneth. Appreciate you, man. I was like 4 late. All right, I'm gonna adjust. I've been a couple of late every time now. I'm gonna adjust. Oh no, I should keep it consistent. That's true. It's hard though, because you know, yeah, I don't know. I have a plan for the first game that I want to make. I have a pretty detailed document about what the goals for it are, because my thought is I want to make something small. My target platform would have to be programmed in assembly. I'd have to program it in assembly language for that target platform. I want to make a retro game. It's what is exciting me about making a game is making one of the things that excited me a lot about making the e-reader DLC. One of the things that was the most exciting about that was I was making my dreams come true. Like, I was basically making my fanfic, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, come true on my, like, on a retail, like, my Game Boy from, like, when I was a kid. My Game Boy Advanced that I got when I was a kid. My copy of Ruby that I got when I was a kid. Like, these are things that's part of the thing that was exciting me. In addition, I really found that I took a liking to programming in thumb ARM. I really took a liking to the syntax of, like, opcodes and stuff like that, and, like, the more simplistic language, I guess you would say. I'll DM you about it. I don't want to talk too publicly about it, because I don't want to talk too loudly about it here. And then I've heard studies that where, like, if you talk about it publicly that you're doing a thing, it makes you feel, it gives you, like, the dopamine that you've already done it, and so you're less likely to commit. I've read that type of thing before, so I don't want to, but it's a retro platform, and so that's exciting. That's part of the thing that's exciting for me, and I've read a lot about it, like the way to do these retro things, or I've done a lot of reading, and, like, I've done a lot of studying and have, like, a base concept of what I want to do. And I think starting with a simpler type of game, a lot of these guides for assembly for retro systems recommend, like, making Space Invaders or Arkanoids or something like that. And, like, that's not necessarily what I want to make, but I do have a pretty simple game that I think would be really fun to make, and I'm excited about doing it. And then after I do that, I want to make something more complicated. I want to make, so, like, I want to remake the Pokemon Stadium minigame. Egg Emergency, and maybe add some features to it. That's the game that I want to make first. It's a simpler game, it's a smaller game, and I prove myself I can make something that's not going to be a huge adventure that I'll never, and it'll give me familiarity with the architecture. And it's not just, like, a generic game that I'm not passionate about. It's not something that I'm not passionate about. It would be, I already have a name. I think I would, what did I call it? Well, I have it archived. I have a name for it. What did I call it? Where's my thread? Oh yeah, I wanted to call it, it would be, instead of a Chansey or a Blisy catching eggs, it would be a platypus. And so I'd call it Platypus Panic. Where you catch eggs. And maybe instead of Voltorbs, it's like porcupines or echidna or something. Another marsupial or monotreme that are spiky that you wouldn't want to go in your pouch. That was a little early. So that'd be my excuse me. That'd be my first game, and I already understand, after doing the e-reader stuff, I do already understand and, like, fully comprehend the value of making a smaller project first. Because, again, the shit that I can do with the e-reader now is so godlike compared to what I did with Celebi and even Jirachi originally. And so there's going to be a lot of value in doing a smaller project first, which is something I don't think I would have understood if I didn't do the e-reader, to be honest with you. I don't think I would have truly understood the value of it without the e-reader. Oops, I went too far down. I remember, I really appreciate your kind words, Kazin. I remember when I first, there was a couple of things about this. This started as a project. I had gotten a good part done myself, and then I started a DM with Riley and Shao because they showed interest in it when I was talking about it publicly somewhere. I didn't even want to tell anyone. And this, it sounds insane. I swear to God, it was originally not going to be a video, but I had spent so much time on it as like a hobby thing that it had to become a video because I wasn't going to make a video that month if I didn't make it about the e-reader thing, right? And so then I made the e-reader video. And this isn't a joke. I literally made it and I was like, no one is going to watch this. I thought for sure it was not a video that would get a lot of people interested. I thought it was like going to be a very, very, very niche thing that I did. I was very, very anxious about it. Things started to get a little better in terms of anxiety feeling. When Shao watched the video, he watched it early because I always give access to I always give access to people who help me make a video, the video early. And Shao said, "Congratulations on making a great video." That's what that message is permanently stuck in my mind. That's what he sent me. And I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy. Like I felt really good about that. And then I had been sharing progress with this stuff to other people. I had been sharing it with Tamahiro and Absolblog's Pokemon, who are two YouTubers who I really like. And Tama like got her start in ROM hacking and stuff, and she had like not seemed quite as, same with Absol, neither of them had seemed quite as excited as I thought they would. But it turns out I was not actually effectively communicating to them what the fuck I was doing with my videos. I was not effectively communicating. Tama messaged me, and I believe this is the quote. She said something like, "I don't care if nobody else likes this video. This is the greatest video I've ever seen." That's what she messaged me, and I start to then feel a little bit better, like, maybe I made a good video here, actually. I was one late again, god damn it. Mother. It's one of my favorite messages I've ever received about a video. Let me find it. I think that's what she said. Let's see, I put it in a. I don't think I can find it. Hefe and I have a section in our private two-person working Discord where we put comments. It's called Comment Hall of Fame. We just save all notable comments that we get in various ways. Like, it could be funny ones, it could be like really rude ones, it could be bad ones, it could be compliments, stuff like that. So there's a lot of posts in there that are like from people not knowing what they're talking about, it from RNG manips. There's a lot of people being really nice. There's people being mean. It's really funny. So I have it in there somewhere, but Tom has been uploading videos to her Patreon, I believe. That's where she's been most active. I've been getting the Patreon updates. I just haven't actually clicked on anything. I think she just finished her Gen 3 100% guide, or part 2. Or part 2 of it, I think. The e-reader videos, I'm not really sure what causes them to do well or what causes them to not do well, to be honest with you. Because the first e-reader video I made got 300,000 views, which was a shitload. Then the second one I did on Jirachi struggled to break 100. It basically like just broke 100K. And I was like, well, maybe it wasn't enough new stuff. It was one Pokemon after all, right? And then I make the video on the legendary beasts. That video gets also, and it's not just the legendary beasts, it also includes adding emerald compatibility. That video gets 300,000 views as well. It actually has more than the original, which is surprising to me because I think the original video is a better video. And then the next video I made was on the Deoxys and Jirachi events, or the Deoxys Moon, like the custom map events was the next one. And that one also struggled to break 100K, and I thought custom maps was a huge, big advantage, but it didn't seem to be. And then the Emerald one didn't even break 50K. I was a little bit shocked that the Emerald patch did not break 50K. I thought for sure people would be interested in that one. That one was a huge dream of mine to make. The Emerald RNG fix. I've been wanting to make that one for so long. I was quite shocked. But that's okay. I don't mind it. I'm happy anyone watches any of my videos, to be honest with you. I appreciate it. I thought it was a good video, but maybe I'm high. Oops. I goobed. There we go. Actually, it was really funny. The craziest story with the e-reader for me is that Riley, someone who helped work on them, their sibling met someone who in person talked about the video to them. Which, that to me is crazy. Any direct connection is like insane. You have dyslexia and dyscalculia. Never heard that. I guess it's numbies. Your videos have helped me understand RNG manips. I'm currently working on setting up a Soul Silver file with Q-Charm thanks to you. Well, I'm glad to have helped, Samantha. I'm glad my videos are readable for people with dyslexia and dyscalculia. That one's harder to say for me. Dyscalculia. My brother's dyslexic pretty badly, so that's cool to hear. I have very minor... I don't have diagnosis, obviously, but you know what I get? And I've only ever been able to get my brother to understand this. I mix up really badly the number 5 and the letter F. So if like I'm typing in a document and I'm trying to type something and it begins with the letter F, I'll hit the key 5 on my keyboard. And I'll do vice versa as well. Which is weird, but that's my big one. And then I really have I have a hard time telling left and right apart. I think I have some of it because the reason I think I have some of it is because it could be just like, you know, yeah. That's a nightmare when writing hex numbers. It's not good. It's not good for writing hex numbers, I'll tell you what. It's not about looks. I think it's because 5 starts with the letter F. I think that's what it is, personally. I think that has to be what it is. Thinking back to the way RightBy got using the e-reader, that sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, I handled it pretty good. I have a pretty good flow these days for the e-reader stuff. I can usually get stuff done pretty quickly at this point, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I got Articuno already. That's why we're just doinking around with Mew here. I'll probably do one more attempt after this and then I'm done skis. I have some other work I would like to get done. I want to work more on retailrng.com. I'm so proud of this. So the funny part about retailrng.com is this is my first time ever making a website using a static site generator. And usually I just code all the websites myself in HTML and JS, whatever I know. And like the pros of this are like these are just like the guides are just MD files that you can just like download a Google Doc and basically instantly put it on the website. Like you type something in a Google Doc and you can instantly get it up on the website, which is nice. But doing any amount of customization is like confusing and you have to interact with their scripting language. They call it short codes to like do any meaningful changes. So like getting the Ko-fi banner to show up on everything was pain. Getting these guys to, getting these guys to randomize was so hard for me, but I was so happy when I was so happy. Now when you click a page, I talked about this a little earlier, but now when you click a game, it separates each category instead of just having a blob of all the guides. This literally took me an hour to figure out in the short codes yesterday to get beginner to separate from intermediate and to show it. Oh, I'm so happy they look like this now because I think this was one of the biggest downsides of the organization aspect, and now I think it looks great. And so I have some stuff I want to work on for this today. It's so internet 1.0. Well, because what happened was they were originally nothing there. And then I was like, let me put little Pokemon icons there. That'll be cute. And I put the Pokemon icons there, and I originally just picked one. It was just like Kyogre, Charizard, Rayquaza, etc., right? And just one of each. And then Jeff was like, it feels weird to have Groudon represent just like both Ruby and Sapphire. And I was like, he was like, try putting 2 on. And I put 2, so there's a Groudon here and a Groudon there, right? And then I was like, I thought it looked ugly. And then what, 2 Rayquazas go here? I thought that was stupid too. And so then I was like, what if I make them on only one side and then they're randomized? And then that's what I did. I think only Chimchar evolves at 14, no? So I'm pretty happy with it. I think the navigation's pretty clean too. Especially all the stuff on the side over here I really like, but you can't see it right now, but yeah. Alright, this is my last attempt. I'm gonna lock it in. Hopefully we can get it. If not, that's okay too. That's a different person. That's Papa Hefe, not me. It's Papa Hefe. You can find Papa Hefe's YouTube channel on retailrng.com. Click the second YouTube link. It's this guy. There's his Zigzagoon. It's not me. Appreciate you, though. Yeah, I do want to do something to style the notes, Nate. Right now, the only stylization that the notes have is that they're italicized. I will definitely try and do something about them. I want to put like maybe a box around them rather than do a different color, but I think I will do something with it. We'll see. To differentiate them more. All right, that's gonna be it for me for today. But I'm gonna be streaming again Thursday. I might be doing a shiny hunt Thursday. We might be seeing, maybe I'll do a poll. Would you guys want to see me shiny hunt using fishing in Gen 6 to find my secret ID? Or would you want to see me stream Kyogre or something? So I'll do a poll about that probably. Thank you so much for all your generosity today. I appreciate everyone who dropped the dono or became a channel member. Seriously, you guys are amazing. And yeah, I'll see you all Thursday. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.